Now let's move right into the first round here at Wildwoods, New Jersey. This is an interesting event venue because it is on the beach, and sand may cause some of these drivers a little bit of problems as they get set to stage. Drag racing side by side, that's what we're doing with 10,000-pound monster trucks here. Gary Porter in the near lane, the Carolina Crusher, up against Tony Farrell, the Blue Ribbon Bandit. Now, some of these guys are veterans. That means they were here last year and again this year. For others, first time out of the blocks here on the beach, and it'll be unusual to see how these drivers react to this particular setup here. Race setup going to be important as we go through side-by-side monster truck racing. Gary Porter will walk away with the win here in the first round. That'll move him on. So the Carolina Crusher gets by round number 1 and moves into the second round. The Liquidator up against the Nitemare. Behind the wheel of the Liquidator, it's Bob Fisher. And behind the wheel of the Nitemare, Gary Bauer. Again, two guys who've never been able to test the beach before. It's a little bit different than if you're at your county fairgrounds or in a drag strip. You've got that sand to deal with. Now, it's a very firm beach here. You can drive on it almost all year long. Put 10,000 pounds on it. We'll see what happens here. First round action right here. The winner moves on. The loser, well, he may be able to get back in final rounds, but he's got to put a premium on winning right here. The Liquidator. A little bit more evenly matched there. The Liquidator and the Nitemare taking it out right there. Bob Fisher will take the win in the Liquidator. Next pairing features probably one of the most recognizable monster trucks in the business. It is Dennis Anderson behind the wheel of GraveDigger. Denny would not miss an opportunity. He would not pass this up to rumble on the beach. He moves in against the Excaliber Czech Packin behind the wheel as these two match it off right here. Dennis Anderson's been involved in racing for a number of years, and there's nothing that this guy will not do with that truck. An exciting first round. Carolina Crusher and the Liquidator, they've already made it to the second round. Excaliber going up against the GraveDigger in round 1 at Wildwood. Anderson with the victory, and he did it on a hole shot at the very beginning of that race. That's where he got the advantage. We'll see how it holds up for the rest of our... David Byers behind the wheel of the Snakebite Ford, set to do battle here on a New Jersey afternoon. Up against him, Lonnie Childress behind the wheel of the Bigfoot Ford. So a pair of the Blue Oval bunch going side by side here. Lonnie Childress has campaigned the Bigfoot Ford throughout the entire United States. David Byers in his third year behind the wheel of the Snakebite Ford. So a couple of trucks proudly bringing the Ford flag to the front. See what can happen here as we continue with first round side-by-side racing. And it appears that getting off the line first may be that big advantage. So far, it looks like both lanes are just about equal in their performance so far. Bigfoot in the far lane, Snakebite in the near lane. Bigfoot may have got him off the line, but Snakebite making a whole lot of horsepower there. As they go to the first set of jumps, it is Bigfoot by about half a truck length, and then Snakebite starts to close the gap, but Lonnie Childress moves in as the winner into the second round. Good side-by-side matchup there between Snakebite and Bigfoot. Again, Lonnie Childress, Bigfoot, your winner. Next up, another pair of veterans who've been here at the beach, just like Lonnie Childress before, and that may gain a little bit of an advantage, knowing how to be able to tackle the tough sand here. It is behind the wheel of the Equalizer, David Morris, and a former mud runner, now piloting the Monster Patrol for the second year, the second time at the beach. It's Tom Minks. Now, both of these two guys have been here. They've won rounds before, so they're going to see what advantage they can pull out as they go back and look at experience is their key. Morris in the near lane, Minks in the far lane. A battle of some Wildwood veterans. means of the Monster Patrol taking that victory right there. He had a good hole shot, was able to transfer some of the horsepower in between the two jumps. That moves him on to the second round, and that wing might have something to do with it. First round winners, Dennis Anderson, Gary Porter, Bob Fisher, Lonnie Childress, and now